Guys, it's Minister Q, and I'm back again today. I just came back from Kansas, and not only that, just seeking the Lord and just within myself of just, being filled with God and just getting revelation from the Lord. I want to thank God. I do want to talk about experiences as well. Still praying and still seeing, red-eye demons. I like to share these things so that the spiritual realm is real. I did pray at the prayer assembly for myself and in my heart. And I did, feel things leave me during the 12-hour fast. I am fasting today. I do want to stress the importance of fasting, that certain things don't leave, unless you do that. I know that's religiously said, but we want to keep that in the loop. We also want to keep in the loop about love and to guard your heart and watch how you're talking and thinking about people. And it's not because of yourself. It's how you're allowing God to view you. It's really got nothing else to do with anybody else but you and God. And you really need to start thinking about Judgment Day. You really need to start thinking about how God sees you and that you could, slip off the face of this earth at any time. You want to think about the seriousness that your life is fragile. You want to think about even people that you don't like in your family that need saving. Why would you want to step over them to get to heaven and you don't feel like someone else doesn't deserve to not see darkness? I guarantee you, if you was in, the other person's shoes and someone didn't like you and they had salvation, they didn't want to help save you. I just think about those kind of things. Life could turn at any moment. It really could. And, we need to be people who are not just going around each day going, ooh, what should I get? What should I make tonight for my family? I'm going to wear lingerie tonight for my husband. I'm going to go to the club or have a drink and backslide. I really think that we need to be thinking about our nation. We need to be thinking about the way that the direction is going. You need to be thinking about your life. You need to be thinking about the way it's going, because we all talk about, here's the thing, let's just go ahead and break the ice. No one believes in mid-tribulation. Nobody wants to believe in the post. Think about, if you don't know what post is, think about postpartum depression. What happens after someone have a baby. So if you are really truly believing in the rapture, that means pre-trib, pre-tribulation. Tribulation is when in time, 7 years, devil comes. I just want to say one thing. The devil is not here on the ground yet and falling from the sky. There is still war in heaven. And the angel demonic armies of hell are trying to come out, and they're getting sent back in. That's exactly what's happening in the spirit realm. But if you really truly are a person who believes in pre-tribulation, then you guys are the ones who are really should be getting your ducks in order. And what I mean by that is, if you're a person who believes in pre-trib and you absolutely do not believe in mid or post, that means that you need to get your ducks in a row now. It shouldn't be no, oh, I'm going to wait. I don't want to pray. I don't want to read my Bible. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I mean, just think about the pressure and that, that you're putting yourself under. I wouldn't recommend that at all. I would recommend that you get to know God so he could tell you, the direction that your life is going for you and your family, friends, family, co-workers. Once earth is over, that's it. Once you get judged and judgment day comes, that's it. Once you either go to heaven or hell, that's it. There is no second chances after the, judgment day. So we all don't believe that there will be a judgment day. And guess what? The very things that you're doing right now will be observed and re-examined. So, I mean, you're making history by your life, sitting on the couch watching TV, praying, helping people, fornicating, adultery, sleeping with a married man, whatever we doing. I have to include myself in that number, because nobody is too high and mighty to fall nowhere to do nothing. So we all should be working on our salvation. Work it out with fear and trembling, to fear the Lord and to keep going in God and asking God for strength, to say, hey, look, hey, if I had to die for you, I need some strength. I don't know what's going to happen to me once I step out and into my car today, but I need your help and strength and protection. We need to start drawing our nuggets from somewhere, getting some safe people to learn from. And we need to do that. Spiritual things, for me, when I'm praying, I can feel the Holy Ghost. I can feel when I pray, it's like power leaves my being. and it goes out, to do whatever I'm asking and praying for. I can feel that. Feel the fire of God. I feel that. There are times I just absolutely, yes, feel unworthy. There are times I'm fired up for God. I'm ready to go. But in those down times, I think about what could I do to get myself out this rut, whether if it be spiritual or financially. What can I do? Because there's always a place where I can go up. Just like when you're up, there's a place you can always fall, and we all don't want to go down. So observing, learning to love yourself, learning to know how God can help you pull out of a rut when you pray, learning how to love God through your imperfections, knowing that you mess up, you do things a million times a day. Oh gosh, I picked up that cigarette. Oh gosh, I smoked that weed. Oh gosh, I fornicated. Oh gosh, I watched that pornography again. Oh gosh, I masturbated. Whatever it is your sin is, you need to be talking to God about it, and don't be letting the devil beat you up to the point where you feeling shame. Please talk to God about your sin. Don't listen to people, shut them out. What I'm trying to tell you is that you live once. We have galaxies out here, stars and planets, and a wonderful God who created everything. And we get blinded because of the distractions of the earth. That's it. Because if we never, took the time and the boldness to make all these things, we'd be sitting outside with the wind and laying down and feeling all the ants and all these bugs crawling on us. We would just know how fragile we are. If we didn't make medicine, we get stuck and caught up and messed up with sinuses, and all kind of crazy stuff would happen to us, and this body would die off easily. So, sometimes when you do self-checks and you reflect on your life, and you're sitting on the porch, in your car, in your room before you go to bed at night, you can't sleep, you're stressed, you're crying, wherever you're at, however, you decide to review a little bit part of your life, or just the way life is going is messed up, I don't like it. You need to start thinking as a whole, as a nation, because if something became chaotic, you got all these people over here that don't like each other, and they all live in the same city. Guess what? It's going to be each man for itself. And if we feel like, if God permits you to move, to bless and put you around people, it's scarce out here, isn't it? So we need to come up with safety plans. I believe in stuff like that. I do believe in carrying a concealed weapon. I do believe protect your family. I do believe in, doing what's right so a lot of things can be avoided, and prayer is where it's said. You pray for your nation. You pray for the government. You pray for whoever's in office, for God to lead and lead them like you have a horse thing in a horse mouth, and you lead their mouth to every which direction. People need to be led forcefully. The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force. Like I said, once again, when I'm praying and when I'm doing all these wonderful things and feeling the power of God lead me, and being grateful that I have the Holy Ghost, and just being grateful that God is with me and speaks to me, even when he doesn't speak to me, and I'm just there and I'm just with him. I know that he loves me. I know that I love the Lord. I know that my children, even though they're not acting a certain way that I desire, loves God. And we just have to have this knowing. We got to have mercy, because whatever we want God to do, we got to show it within one another. Take your time to meditate. Don't let your mind go haywire, because God gives his beloved rest. He gives us peace. He gives us wisdom and understanding. So use your time wisely while you're with your family. It's not all about, I got to go see my friends and family for 10 times out the month. No, have some quality time. Do something special that will break somebody's heart in the right direction, and cause them to have a great memory about you. Do meaningful things to God, yourself, your family, friends, and everyone. Find a way to unite, because in struggle it seems like we're the only ones, and that's the only time that we know how to get it right. Let's get ahead of the ball. Let's get ahead of the game. Nobody likes to go and get toilet paper when you're sitting on the toilet doing number 2, and you go, let me realize, I just realized I need toilet paper. No, you like to prep. It's within you to be prophetic. And you don't even realize that you're prophetic by the things that you do. The way that you think, the way that you eat and drink, different things that you do. Hey, I'm one of the most people that don't like fasting at all, period. But I know the benefits of deliverance. I know what I must do. I know that I got to pray for my family. I know I got to pray for my enemies, or they're going to come and attack me. You guys be blessed out here. I pray that you're hoping and learning. And and, replaying videos back, man, and thinking about your life and what kind of person am I? Do I go out to hurt people every day? Do I love? What can I do? Even if I had a smile. Some of y'all got the most beautiful smile that can light up somebody's day to keep them from committing suicide. Somebody got a prayer life that can turn the whole nation around. Where is it? Are you using these gifts for God? God needs it right now for the nation. He's crying out. He needs it. Give it to him. Don't be selfish. Come out of the crack houses. Come out from doing fornication and drugs. Come out of these sins. And as I talk to you guys, I talk to myself. There is nothing. If a pharmaceutical company can't give a regimen or anything like that to themselves like they give to you, if it's not edible to help save your body, like what you put in your hair if you can't eat it, then it's not safe. Let's get some wisdom. Be blessed.